As you might know, I'm a huge fan of paid advertising for e-commerce. In my opinion, it is one of the best opportunities to build your own audiences online, to get in touch with potential customers, and to sell. And if you decide to not outsource paid advertising too early in the game and actually do it yourself, it is a very, very affordable thing to do in the early stages of your business. And today I want to show you one ad campaign that I think every brand should run. So if you don't run any ads, you should at least run this campaign. And I'm talking about the Meta platform, which is Instagram and Facebook ads, and I'm talking about retargeting. So now let's have a look at a real life example where I can show you and kind of explain to you why a retargeting advertising campaign is a good thing to do and the benefits that come with it. So this is a brand I actually know very well. They are not in their early stages anymore. And I know they're actually doing a lot in order to get eyeballs to this specific website. But let's pretend they would be a new brand, like you are probably. Let's pretend they don't do anything else than just posting on social media, which is something most of the e-commerce brands I talk to actually do. They have some kind of Instagram account or some kind of Facebook account where they a couple of times a week post something like a reel or an image or whatever, where they try to promote their products and bring people to their website because we want to make sales, right? So we send people to our website. And let's say you have a couple of people coming to your website every day, and you sometimes also make a sale. So you're not completely early. You know that the product works and you know that your website works. Okay, so let's say you have a couple hundred of eyeballs every week that come to your website from your effort of posting and creating content of Instagram. These people wander around on your website because that is what we do. Okay, when we come to a web store, it's not only a brand like this would be like for Haggerty, where people scrolling around and try to find their way around on your website. We also do the same on Amazon, for example. We try to see what is in store for us and how a brand can help us. So let's say you promoted your website, they come to your website, and then they go through your categories and they choose a product because they find that interesting. They open up the product, they look around and they read and they maybe watch a video, and then they just leave the website because they lost interest. They lost interest because, for example, your product page is not as optimized as it could be, or they couldn't find a specific product they were searching for. Or even something very simple, like there was the mailman on the door, or their telephone rang, or they explored your page on the phone while sitting in a bus. And then it was time for them to get out of the bus. So they closed their smartphone and they closed the internet, and that's it. You lost them. So what happened is here, very, very plain and simple. You put in a lot of effort and probably money in order to get a couple of eyeballs to your website. And you put in so much effort to create a good website and you try to make everything right, but you just can't. That's not possible. Not in the early stages of an e-commerce brand. You will never be able to make everything perfect and convert as many people as possible and like 3, 4, 5% conversions or conversion rate on your website in the first couple of months or even the first couple of years in your journey. That's probably not possible. So you spend lots of time and money to bring these eyeballs on your website, and then there are certain circumstances that lead to these eyeballs leaving your website again. But what now? What happens now? They're gone. So you can't reach them anymore, not if you're not working with retargeting. Because what retargeting does is you have, I hope you can see that, otherwise I place it in the video. for Haggerty, for example, we have up here something that is an add-on for Chrome, and it's called Metapixel Helper. And it shows us if a Metapixel is installed. A Metapixel is Meta is Facebook, Instagram, and the pixel is something that is installed on so many websites today, and it just tracks everything that users are doing on this website. And it can also connect you, your personality, your person, so who you are, with what you're doing. So actually, the Metapixel knows a lot about us, and sometimes it would be better to not know these things. But Meta is very, very great in tracking all this user behavior, and it can help you to get in front of the people, get in front of the eyeballs you already had on your website again. So what we can see here is that we have the Metapixel installed, and it says a couple of technical things that I'm not going to explain in much detail now, but it shows us that the pixel is installed and Meta already tracked that we visited this website. If you now install, or if you now set up retargeting ads for your e-commerce brand, and you just put a little bit of budget behind that, and it can be like $5 per day or even lower, and some days you will not spend that money in the beginning because there are just not enough people to track down again. But if you do that, you can create a couple of ads that will only be shown to the people who once visited your website but did not end up buying something. So you will not lose all these people, all the effort and all the money you put in, creating social media posts and, manually engaging somewhere or whatever you did. All this effort, all this money is not wasted because you can reach these people again. You can bring them to your website again. You can try convincing them, and you can show them the benefits of your product, and you can show them why you are better than your competitor. You can give them an opportunity to serve them without being very salesy. You can just get in front of them again. So the initial spark of interest that they showed by going to your website is not wasted. And that is the reason why I believe that retargeting ads are the most important advertising campaign every e-commerce brand should run. And that includes you. So if you don't have retargeting advertisements already in place, I highly recommend doing that. And if you're interested in seeing a walkthrough on how to set up a retargeting campaign, like all the technical stuff behind that, like setting up the pixel and setting up your campaign, the campaign itself, then just please leave a comment underneath the video and I will go to deliver that.